Hello everybody, Average Gamer, welcome to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate / The Great War as the German Empire. So, in the last episode we kind of declared our plans, which is to expand our presence and our situation in the Far East out here in the Pacific. We have two major locations in the Pacific. I'm going to show you guys, right now actually. So we have these islands here in the Pacific and obviously parts of Papua New Guinea. And then we have a little chunk of land up here, plus some naval presence along the coast of China from our war with them. That actually made me think, did we capture any areas where there's oil? No, we did not. What did we just research? We researched modern microscopes. Okay, that should have now unlocked a whole whack of things. Perfect. Atomic bomb research, quality controls. Okay, you guys are just going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff for us, which is good. Okay, so we're going to undo that. Unemployment's up to 3%. I would prefer. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so our guys are actually going to not even our engineers here aren't even going to be close to getting there in time. But yeah, so our plan is, over time here, to get our oil production going. Once our oil production is good to go and our research is obviously caught up, we can supply depot and airfield. Okay, so now the airfield's done here as well. So, okay, I'm just going to order these guys now because there's nothing for them to do. They're actually going to go to reserve there instead because they don't need to even be there now. But over in Leh, yeah, we're completely done here. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do for these two locations in this town yet. Serbia wants to buy military goods. I'm going to reject that for now. And barracks in Kokopo. Okay. So it's these two locations here. Perfect. So now we have our naval facilities good to go. You can see our supply is already just going out like mad. I'm going to cough. I apologize. So that's going to move it there really quickly. With our roads and all that stuff, it should move out real fast. Supply depot is really going to help. I don't think engineers help with roads. At least I don't think they do. Let's find out. Hold on. So construction there. I'm going to tell all of them just to move there first. That will reset them all. So now I know who's doing what here. You're going there. You're going to go there. So we're just going to send out these guys first. I want to see. So it's at 42%. $48. So it's working at about 3% a day. Well, this one is about 2% a day. So that could be because it's closer to supply. Oh no, that's only 1%. Now what about this one? This one's far enough away. 45. Yeah, this one's only going at 1% a day as well. So I think they actually do help with building of bridges and roads. That's actually very, very helpful. Main guns, perfect. Argentina, we're actually going to support that. Improve main guns, which is good. Labor shortage is down 2.9%. That's only because we obviously built some stuff. Guadeloupe, okay. Care less. The U.S. wants to buy military goods from us. We're actually, that's... how much is that they want? They want about 7, 10. Yeah, let's do that with them because we're. Ooh, no, we're actually not. Do we have 0? Oh no, our production is okay. Our actual use is 0. Wow. For a second there, I thought our production was 0, and I almost like lost it there for a second. Yeah, I'll agree to that. Lump sum of 12,000 to Italy. I'll agree to that. I'm not gonna agree to that. You're gonna offer me? No, I do not want to buy oil at this point. We have just a ridiculous amount of oil. I think even our oil production is going up because we're doing trades, right? 365. Nope, it's going down. Okay. No. Mexico, you and I are not friends. So you know what? I'm gonna agree to that just so that I can kind of, and hopefully, kind of befriend them a little bit. Gonna get things going. I'm unmuted, right? Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, oil's definitely our biggest concern. Now we could do synthetic oil, but I'm really not interested in that. Now we can also, you know, I'm just gonna buy that. Yeah, we can ship our aircraft overseas at this point, I believe, to New Guinea, but I don't think it's like the aircraft we have are kind of, how can I put it, useless. Plus, I don't think I actually have a port with an airfield, do I? No, I don't. I'm actually going to build an airfield on this one. And then I'm going to go to you. You only have one reserve unit? You have none. You have one. You have 21. Do you have... Oh, you're all pioneers. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Just going to order like that. Wait till they come out. Issue their orders to help in construction, please. A diplomatic offer for industrial goods. London. Oh, wait, that's Australia we're supporting. Okay, good to know. That's industrial goods. I do not want Russia to become a powerhouse. I'm not going to supply them industrial goods, only because I know they'll use them, obviously, to build up stuff. Mexico, more oil? Sure. Yep, I know. These guys will all help build that airbase, and that gives us the ability to ship aircraft overseas if we need to. Yeah, I already know about that. Okay, we're making deals with you. You wanna... No. I do not want to support any major powers at this point. Really? So how is it that... So Portuguese Timor has that and that? Is that an actual... Oh, we got a war going on somewhere. China declared war on Indochina. Really? They declared war on, Ah, that's probably one of the reasons why right there. So they're probably going to take that. And we're going to have a major conflict up here. Now the question is, do we want to support Indochina or do we want to support the Chinese? Now if we support the Chinese in this conflict, they'll get bigger and more powerful, and more access to things like rubber, coal, and metal. If we support the Indo-Chinese, they'll actually get bigger and more powerful, Or we could go to war with China ourselves and kind of send a whole bunch of troops up here and try to take a nice chunk of China. Well, part of it falls to oh, Tibet's not at war with them anymore. So they actually might end up going like a peace deal here because, I mean, no, there's a lot of supply in this area. So, I mean, I'm actually gonna sell Indochina some troops. How you doing? I'm gonna give you a non-aggression pact. Also, four, five, six, seven. A bunch of old British armored cars. We're gonna get rid of most of our old infantry as well. We're going to keep, obviously, our pioneers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I just give him 2 pioneer? Yeah, I like my pioneers. '90th, 80th. So, if this is all... Wow, did we lose a lot of infantry? 1,000 automatically is... These are our armored cars. And we actually didn't have that much infantry. That was actually good to know. Recon... we have a lot of cavalry, don't we? No, actually we don't. Tanks, we have a bunch of... Oh, we didn't build any tanks. Interesting. We're going to have to build some. These are British Mark 1s, which are, to us, they're obsolete. So I'll sell you those. I still use my supply trucks a lot, so no. Artillery, though. We have a lot of old artillery I wouldn't mind getting rid of. And as we already know, artillery is the king of this of this era right now. This gives us a chance to get rid of all our older guns too. All those 75mm guns. Anything basically with 1 pip. I have merchant marine turned off, so these guys are just going to go directly to Indochina. I'm basically just going to ask for the money's worth. How much money do you have? Okay. So they won't even give us what it's worth. So the best offer they're going to give us is $12 million on a bunch of units that we're probably going to scrap anyways. So you know what? That's no big deal. I'm going to go through with that. Agree to that. Also then going to look at our numbers here to make sure that these all go down. It's saying we currently have 41 units deployed. Oh, these are all our infantry units all deployed into in Africa. So where are you? Well, that's good to know. You can't go here, can you? Can you go to reserve here? But this should go down quite a lot here momentarily. Nope. So 1650. There we go. So they agreed. And almost immediately they deploy troops to our border. Oh, interesting. Even though we actually gave the troops to Indochina. So I'm wondering if they're fortifying this position because they're worried about us getting involved. That would be interesting. Some more unit designs. Implements 1.3. Inflation's 12.9%, but our GDP is going up, so yeah, we do have a considerable debt level, don't we? Let's pay back some of this debt. Like we're making a fair chunk of change. We don't need to take out these bonds. Like if I look around the world right now, just pause real quick. We have the largest debt at $18 billion. Next up is Denmark at 1.7 billion. Like, a lot of countries actually don't even have a debt. Because a lot of these countries are actually new. All those new countries right are... There's Japan, it's not new, but... If I look at the countries that have the... Yeah, out of the countries that have the most amount of money, which obviously leads with the United States and Great Britain and us, we're the only country that actually has a debt in comparison. So we're going to start paying this debt down. $18 billion in debt is ridiculous. No. I'll agree to both of those. Why not? That's 77. That's almost 80,000 tons of industrial goods. I'll agree to that. The 7 I'll agree to, but not the 30. Disagree. I am not going to let you take out a bond. You have already taken out way too much. Actually, I think I can order him here. Yeah, reduce debt. Like, dude. So hold on. If I look real quick, Mexico really wants to sell us oil. No. What is our debt sitting at right now? Okay, we're sitting at 18 billion. No. So we'll sit and wait and see just how much this guy pays off. Perfect. I'll do a lump sum of 82,000. And I'll do that with Japan as well, yeah. So it looks like it's kind of a... Yeah, looks like Vietnam's losing so far. Indochina, sorry, is losing. But I wouldn't really say right now they're losing, nor would I say they're really winning. I'd say it's pretty much a stalemate. I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that. Disagree with that. I'm wondering who has the better production of military goods and things like that. Ooh, okay, so they have a lot of military goods that they do. And you... Yeah. So Indochina is going to run into some problems where they're not going to have the military goods to fight the war. but I have the military goods to fight the war. I'm going to say I will offer you a lump sum of 14,000 and give me your best offer. We're going to prop up the Indo-Chinese government a little bit here. Wouldn't quite call this a proxy war, but because both countries we don't like, so we don't care really in the end who wins this war. Just that they, I'll give you that. Just as long as basically they're both bloodied. I mean, because in the end it could be because if you look over here, right, it could end up being a whatever the word is I'm thinking of that I can't think of right now. It could end up being a stalemate, which I wouldn't be too sad about. No. Italy's met with us. I'm not going to give you industrial goods. I think I'm done with oil for now. Serbia wants to buy military goods from us. I'll agree to that because it's 30, but it's only like a couple hundred. As for our research, here we go. Improved power grid is going to be important. Steel barges is going to be important. Synthetic rubber is going to be important. Saying submersibles is going to be important. Improving mechanical tools. Yeah, and pretty much everything here is going to be important. And I believe we have enough. Yeah, we're going to be researching everything except the unit stuff. Diplomatic offer. Lump sum of military goods? Sure. Unemployment's back up to 3%. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do that. How is... So inflation's at 12.3 and the GDP's going... Yeah, how's it 787? What have I told... Have I told you to... You are doing inflation control. Okay. That's infrastructure. That's inflation control. Though it says just reduce, though it says increase markup for domestic prices, still other stuff you can do. You can tweak taxes and stuff like that too. I'll do that with Italy. Will not give France industrial goods. I will buy oil from Romania. Advanced. What was that? Oh, agriculture. Are we running low on agriculture? No, just the AI's building it. What is this? What is this? Oh, I thought it was telling me that it built it. Alright, so it definitely looks like China's going to win this war. I mean, they've already taken a nice little chunk of Indochina. And, you know, Indochina is not like us enough to sign a non-aggression pact. Now, if they were to sign a non-aggression pact with us, I'd be happy to do a mutual defense pact, and then I would be happy to send troops to the south and send some warships and basically push China out of Indochina, and then, you know, help the Indo-Chinese maybe meet up with Tibet up here, maybe just kind of make a nice little chunk of their country up here and just kind of push it out a little bit. But, you know, Indochina is not a friend of ours, and neither is China, so we're not too worried about it. I'm expecting a lot of their units are actually tied up here. They're not even bringing the full amount of numbers to bear to Indochina, though they are massing more troops towards us. I'm wondering if they're going to start getting a little bit more aggressive. If China becomes the next major aggressor in the world, I will have no problem with wiping it off the face of the earth. I'll probably release it though, but I have no problem with wiping it off the face of the earth. Maybe we'll puppet it, and then long term get rid of it. But you know, I definitely think that we're gonna want to do something. Japan and Russia are still just fighting some naval battles. None of them are really... Like, neither of them are really doing much. Now, in this conflict, the Russians would capture the top half of this island, theoretically. If not all of it. Is there a loyalty tab? Yeah. They should have a chunk of it there, but... Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, I know we're supporting a lot of people. Italy, what do you want? You want about 30,000 tons of industrial goods. I can do that. Romania, you want to sell me more oil. Yeah, I don't need more oil at the moment. Russia wants to buy industrial goods? No. And France wants to buy industrial goods? No. Let's look to see how our debt is going. So our debt is still high. The guy's not paying it off fast enough. I personally don't think. You guys can all go to reserve. And with that in mind, 26 minutes in, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.